everybody, this is Wile E. Coyote, and this is the first part of section 6.5, writing equations of parallel lines. Let's begin. Okay, so lines are parallel if they have the same slope or equal slope. So say you had y equals 5x minus 2 and y equals 5x plus 7. Since the 5x would be the slope, they would be equal, they would be parallel. Alright, so let's graph both these lines on the same graph, and are they parallel? Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so what I first did on that first one right there is I graphed that -1. This is in y equals mx plus b form, so we graphed this y-intercept down here at -1. Then I'm going to use this slope up 2 to the right 3 and graph another point. So it's going to go up 1, 2 to the right 1, 2, 3, and it's going to be put a point right there. Okay, go ahead and connect them up. Write the equation of the line. There's that top line, or the top equation right there. That's this one. Okay, on this one here, I'm going to do my intercept method. That's where x equals 0 and y equals 0. I think it's easier to do that. Alright, so when x equals 0, you can cover up that 2x part, or the negative 2x part, and you're left with 3y equals 6, so 3 goes into 6 twice. And then when y equals 0, I'm going to get rid of the 3y, and I'm left with negative 2x equals 6, so negative 2 goes into 6, negative 3 times. So I'm going to connect up those blue dots right there. And are those guys parallel? You bet. They sure look parallel. Parallel means they don't intersect. They run parallel to each other. All right. Okay, so if an equation is in standard form, then your slope is negative a over b. I like to say opposite a over b because sometimes a is negative number, so it's negative a negative number. It's opposite that. All right, now if it's in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, then m is your slope, your number in front of your x. That's if it's in y equals mx plus b. But if it's not, if it's in this form, then you take opposite the number in front of x over the number in front of y. You don't even need that c to get the slope. Okay, so find the slope of each equation in section B. Okay, so here's the first one, the slope is that negative 2/3. Okay, notice I highlighted it red. It's that negative 2/3. The second equation, I'm going to go opposite that negative 2, which is positive 2 over 3. And since 2/3 equals 2/3, since they're equal, then those lines were parallel. So if they have equal slope, then they're parallel to each other. Alright, so which line is parallel to the graph y equals negative 2x plus 4? Do you see any other y equals negative 2x plus something? I do in choice A. Okay, so A is because they have equal numbers in front of their x's when it's in y equals mx plus b, then those are the slopes. So parallel means they have equal slopes. Alright, so write an equation of the line that passes through the given point and is parallel to the given line. Okay, so here's the first one. Y equals 3x minus 1. Okay, I'm only interested in that 3 in front of the x. I just need that slope. So I know it's going to be y equals 3x plus b. I just got to figure out what b is. Okay, because they said it's parallel. It's going to be parallel to this line. So these numbers are going to match up. The 3x's are going to match up. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is substitute in the negative 3, negative 5. Negative 3 is going to be for the x, and negative 5 is going to be for that y right there. Alright, so that'll get me b. So 3 times negative 3 is negative 9, so I'm going to add 9 to both sides, and then I'm going to get b equals 4. Okay, I'm not done. A lot of students think they're done right there. You got to put that back up into your equation, and you should get y equals 3x plus 4. Alright, let's try one more of these and then we'll be done. Okay, so here it is. I should have chose a different slope, you guys, darn it. Y equals 3x minus 16. In fact, I should have wrote it in standard form, ax plus by equals c, and then we could have used that formula, opposite a over b. But I didn't, so let's go ahead. So y equals, I know it's going to be y equals 3x plus b. In this next click, all the work is going to be there, you guys. So y equals 3x plus b, because I know that these numbers are going to match up because it's parallel. The next lesson is perpendicular and they won't match up. It's a different thing. But when they're parallel, these numbers are always be equal to if it's y equals. And then I substituted in this for y right here, and then this for x goes right here, and that's what gets me this equation. And 3 times negative 10 is negative 30. Add 30 to both sides, and I get b equals positive 30. That should be a plus right there. Let me change that to a plus 30. Okay, I don't even need that there. So it's just plus 30. So y equals 3x plus 30.